Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the DZMC Gaming Channel. We're going to jump in on our rank game. All these games can wait against Captain Big Beans, and we're going to see if we can get our sea lion happening here. We have 53 to spend. Let's see what the UK did. Well, we know they bought 5 infantry, 1 tank, and 2 artilleries. We know he sent a bomber this way, so they got Sinkang. Okay, Szechuan, yeah. Karelia, German held on, lost an infantry, and he lost a bomber. Good. This guy can come in. This tank can come in, and 2 fighters. That's 4 against 4. That would be 1 less plane. Watch him win that too. Plus, you could try sending a 1, 2, 3, 4. That can't reach. You can send a bomber in an American plane there. Good thing I moved those guys off, huh? Those tanks down. So we got to make sure that 3, 4. Yeah, we're good. We still got 8. Plus, we got these guys. So we can retake it, and then on the next turn, come back and get them. So that's not going to matter. I mean, it's going to matter that we lose the plane. That sucks. I could have even actually put it closer. I didn't. But anyway, let's go. So Karelia, Transjordan, going to the territory, destroyed 2 infantry, 2 artilleries, and lost 2 infantry. Okay, my guys are fighting back a little bit. Oh, okay. Lost 1 tank. No defenders lost in battle. Nice. Caucasus, destroyed 1 infantry and lost 1 tank and 1 fighter. Woo! Oh, he pulled right out of it. He pulled right out of India. There might, if he goes at Japan, there might be an opportunity to build a fleet down here, or certainly enough to defend it. And then Yunnan, Japan. Oh, he attacked here too. The attackers lost 1 infantry, 1 artillery, and 2 tanks. Whoa! That almost makes up for this shit. All right, so we have 53 to spend. We have to think about how we're going to disperse this. I'm thinking a bomber, 3 fighters, and 1 infantry and 2 artilleries. That gives us 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 against. I'm guessing he's going to send this bomber this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Although I don't know if that's the right play. This might be the wrong play for the USA to go after this. I think he's going to lose his American planes. Or I would hope so. But let's assume he doesn't. He can bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This plane cannot reach. What did I say I had? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16 against 11. And then he would have spent his guys here. Mind you, he can build a complex, but it's going to take a turn. So that'll give us a turn to build up again. So that'll be essentially 2 turns of build up to put 16 guys there. And probably still retain all of our planes in this battle. So I think this is the right buy. So let's do that. Wait, let's just make sure. What are we going to do with these guys? Well, we're going to run. Which way? Probably this way. Take this. Take this with 2 infantry, 1 artillery. If he wants to hold on to it, he can. That's fine with me. And then take this with 2 infantry and let me take this with 2 infantry and artillery and put 2 infantry here. I will put 1 infantry here. We'll send them all here. All right, so that's about all we can do, really. Let's go with that. All right, 1 infantry. Now we don't have to worry about a victory city win. He can get these 2 here. So that's 6, 7, 8. We're going to take one from him. So it's back down to 7. And then he's got to defend India, who's woefully unprotected. I don't know if he goes at Japan here. I think he's going to try and build up and then go at Japan. But that means his transports are going to be suffering somewhat. So the U.S. is going to have to take on Japan in the Pacific because Japan's going to be able to build fighters, at least 1 or 2 a turn, or back to the dark skies. And he's going to be 2, 3 turns away from being able to defend that. He has to build a complex here. So this is all going to suffer for what he's going to have to do here if he has any plans of taking back the UK, assuming we get it. We better get it, man. I deserve it. So let's play that out. Did I have a tank? I had a tank here. Oh, he tried to take Caucasus too. All right, well that's good. We can hold on to it for a turn. All right, let's get this. Let's not mess around. It seems like in this game the attackers have been the ones who've been punished, except for that naval battle. Okay, well I didn't get punished there. So non-combat. Well, there is no non-combat. So bomber, 3 fighters, artillery, and infantry. And as they say, we're on to the UK. So still 32 next turn. That's not bad for having no ships in the water. That's maybe 2 more fighters and 4 more units. 6, basically. We gotta have our defense profile. Let's make sure we have that set. Well, we don't need to worry about. What's this? Submerged defenders. Yeah. Maybe put the. Well, yeah, I think we want the bomber around, so we'll keep it like that. Way too many notifications. What's the score? It's actually pretty close. If I get the UK, it's going to come up a lot. Income is going to be 29 income. So here's what I predict he's going to do. He's going to do a 1-2 with the Russian or the Americans and the Russians. He's going to send this bomber and this plane to try and kill this bomber. Chances are he kills infantry and a tank. Then he's going to come in with this guy and his 2 fighters and kill it off. I'm going to take it back. He's going to take this and this. I don't know if he can afford. I mean, I know I get why he wants to kill the bomber, but I still have enough. I think I still have odds. Let me check the odds on this. All right, so we are going to be attacking with. Let's see here. What are we attacking with? Oh, 4, 5, 6. 6 infantry, 1 artillery, and 3 tanks. So 6, 1, and 3. 6, 1, 3, 5 fighters. Let's assume he kills the bomber. And then we got a battleship hit. He has 7 infantry, 3 tanks, 2 artillery, and 1 anti-aircraft artillery. Let's calculate that. 95.8 chance to win. These fighters better hit. That's all I gotta say. So this sub's gonna go here in C zone 6 to try and fool me, but I don't even need to attack it. I can just have, as long as I have a surface vessel in the water, or any vessel, any naval ship, I can send all of my transports. Actually, don't need to kill the sub, but we will kill it. Actually, he can't move here on non-combat. No, I could. And it's submerge. I'm gonna pause it here because I mean, it's funny. I got no wife and kids tonight. They're actually spending the night at my mother-in-law's, swimming and stuff like that. So it's the first time I've actually been in my house alone without kids and a wife. In I don't even remember the last time that was. All right, let's pause it. See if he comes back to play. Hang in there with me, folks. I know you guys want to see this too, so stay with us. Hey, folks. So we've been paused here for about 8 hours. It's getting late, early into the morning, or well, it's getting late. Um, I don't know if he's going to come on tonight. It's like about 9 o'clock in the evening. That's not too late. I'm trying to decide whether I should pause it. I want you guys to have this in the episode. I don't want to keep teasing you with the attack on UK. Um, so I guess I'd come in here and maybe talk a little bit about what the U.S. can do here. I'd like you to leave your comments and tell me what you would do. Um, Clearly, he cannot take Japan. So does he take a couple of transports and some ships and go down here and start causing trouble down here? Thing is that if I leave Africa the way it is and I just concentrate on Russia, there's no income for the U.S. It's all here. A total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a lot, I guess. 13, 17, 18, 22. So that would bring him to 64. Um, I'm at 49. So he's at 64. I'm at 49. Plus 8 gives me 57. Plus, there's income here that I can grab. Income here that I can grab. 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, and then 8 more. So that's 71. And then we'll fight over everything else. So it will be an end game scenario, assuming he could defend Russia. I don't know how we'd be able to defend Russia and take all of this. I can cause a lot of problems, especially next turn. We can buy another 3 fighters if we wanted to, or 2 fighters and more land units, which is what we would do. Maybe in 1 fighter and just lock the island down completely, and then just start building fighters, or maybe even save 32, depending on what he does. And then, of course, you've got Russia here. I think what the U.S. is going to do is going to take this bomber and this fighter, and they're going to try and hit this. They're trying to kill the bomber. The bomber is set to go after the tanks. So, chances are he loses both of those planes there, and he might take out another tank, and then in which case it's a tank and a bomber against infantry, tank, 2 fighters. So I'm going to concede that he's going to get the bomber. At a cost, mind you, but he'll get the bomber. But it's not enough. If he's running the calculations, I still, without the bomber, it's, hold on. I think I still have it up. It's still 95.8%. So I just don't see if that, I don't know if that is a good move for him to sacrifice all of those planes to do that. Not only that, his planes are, he'll have no bombers on the board, and all of his planes will be out of range. I can literally build a single transport here, or 2 transports. Well, I won't be able to throw guys down there. That's a problem. But if I built a transport and 2 guys, I could do that. So my move is going to be this, assuming he takes this, is, and this, is either build 4 bombers and infantry or whatever it may be, whatever the case may be, Move enough guys that I can pick up 10 guys. Well, actually 8 guys because this transport will be out of range. But I could get 2 more guys here or here. So I actually could pick up a full 10 with 4 bombers. Maximum he could build would be 8 units. 8 units. So it'd be 10, 14, plus another battleship hit, 15 against 10. If he holds this island twice, then the game gods are what they are, and he deserves to win, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. It's just one of those games you just absolutely were not destined to win. I'm just a little pissed because, as I crack a beer here, I'm just pissed because I'm actually pissed at myself because I mean, when I first started this whole video series was actually set because I saw a lot of people on Discord complaining that the new meta was the KJF and people were getting beat by the KJF consistently. And I said, no, I don't know how you can get beat by the KJF. So I started these video series and I proved it, I think, successfully, not counting today or this game, but that you could, if Japan anticipates and responds appropriately, they can defend a KJF, even with a UK involved. Um, but it's difficult to, predict that, right? So that's the conundrum. Therein lies the rub. But I had an opportunity to see this coming, so I blame myself. I could have been prepared. Actually, even as much as one, instead of buying 5 submarines, even if I threw in just 2 destroyers in that mix, um, that would have been enough, I think, mathematically to have subverted this attack. And then I would have been able to respond because he can only build 2 here, and he's always 2 away. So then I would have been able to hold Japan, or at least the Pacific Islands, forever against the U.S. That would have been mine. So I'm pissed on myself for doing that. So don't do what I did. So that's where I'm going with this, I guess. Leave your comments in the comment section. What would you do? It's the U.S. I'll zoom in. It's the U.S.'s turn. You've got 42 to spend. You have to think about maybe responding to this or this. It's coming because if you don't, what's going to happen is I will already be in range of Canada with a battleship hit. And then if we actually take the UK, we'll have 5 transports, 2 destroyers, and a battleship. Just need a carrier. And all of this he has to defend. All of it. And this. So how do you, as the Americans, do that? Well, you take all of this, but then you lose all of this to do it. Because if you don't concentrate, if you try to do it 2 ways, it'll be a little bit more tricky. What he should do is ignore Japan completely, I think, and come straight down here with his fleet. Grab a couple guys maybe. He's got to get out. He's got to stay out of range. If he brings a whole fleet, he can go anywhere. He can go here. He can go here. Or he can take the Philippines. And then build a complex. Then take this and this. Then build complexes. It's just, I think the financial investment is going to be too huge. Russia's not going past Ukraine. They'll get some territory temporarily, but they're not getting past Ukraine. So if I get the UK, I can literally straight up build 10 tanks. So Russia's days are numbered. The USA cannot help Russia take all this and defend all this at the same time. Not just this, this. Can't do it. I've already got the infrastructure. I've got the fleet already in the water as the Germans. Just need a carrier. So much like I was behind by not building turn prior, or I think I built one sub or something like that. It was ridiculous. Not anticipating he'd go north. He'll have the same problem. Then again, he could think to himself, well, I've got enough fleet in the Pacific. And he does, for now. I'll have enough planes on Japan that if he wants to, he can't move out of Manchuria. So even this would be a slow process. I don't know. What is the score? So he's got me by 13. That'll go up here. And here. I swear to God, man, if I lose another 95% battle, I might actually take a break from this game. I've been losing a lot of those lately. I mean, even this was 50-50, coin flip. And he not only took it, he took it large. I don't know. I don't know if I want to wait for this guy, get stunned tonight, or maybe make it a turn. I think this was only just the Japanese turn I took. That's a very short episode. But I can't leave it on all night. I don't know. Maybe I can pause it for a little bit longer. Yeah, I'll pause it. I'll pause it for a little bit longer. If he doesn't come on and play, obviously we'll call this an episode. Hit the like button, subscribe. Please leave your comments. What would you do? I'd be actually really interested to hear how you guys would approach the U.S. turn and the Russian turn right here, or even how you would have approached the defense of the U.K. I'd really like to hear from like the likes of Aardvark, not Pecker. Sorry, dude. Aardvark, Pepper. Jaybird, all you guys, basically, all you guys. I'm curious how you would deal with that. Anyway, we're going to pause it, wait a little bit longer, and if it comes on, we'll play it. If not, we'll just call it a turn, and I'll go ahead and upload it. Thanks, folks. Appreciate you coming by.